Hello students, welcome to the online tutorial session. Today we will start chapter number 5, that is wide area network. Okay, so first we will discuss about the types of network connections. Okay. So in case of wide area network, the distance involved may be up to several thousand kilometers. So when distance becomes large, then the performance of the network directories and the cost of setting up the network also increases as the additional hardware needed to be installed. So, to create a communication system between the several computers over a distance so that all the computers can communicate with each other within a reasonable cost, a temporary and shareable communication links can be set up. So depending upon the method and the digital communication can be following the two types. One is the dedicated or leased circuit networks, and another one is the switch network services. So first we will discuss about the dedicated or leased lines services. The leased lines are the permanent point-to-point links between two or more points and are suitable for building the WANs. A leased line connection does not pass through the switching system of the telephone exchange and can operate using both analog and the digital communication channel. So, digital communication requires a digital line called T carriers such as T1, T3 lines. And T lines provide the bandwidth is up to 1.544 Mbps, whereas T3 lines works about the 45 Mbps. So what are the advantages over here using this dedicated leased line? That these lines are always on. Okay, this providing the full-time dedicated connection. So what actually the disadvantage? So as the carrier circuits are dedicated to the customer, even when they are not in use, the leased lines are more expensive than the circuit switch connections. Moreover, the cost of implementation of the dedicated line is also higher as the cables need to be laid on the individual basis. So, computer to switch network, dedicated network is more costlier, and you can say that here actually point-to-point connection is there. So that's why if we are not using the line, then also it is active. So to make this active on the line, the more cost is involved over here. So what are the priorities? Why we are giving the priorities to the switch network service then? So let's learn about the switch network services. In a WAN, data is transmitted from one network to another through the immediate nodes that helps to connect two or more different networks. These immediate nodes are called the switching devices and mainly consist of the switches and the router. The communication network is called switched communication. Okay, so there are three different types switched communication network is there. One is the circuit switch network. Third one is message switch network, and second one is the message switch network, and third one is the packet switch network. Okay, so these are the three types of switch network. Under this switch network, we are having the circuit switch network. Second one, we are having the message switching on, and third one we are having packet. Okay, this three type of switch network is available under the switch network service. Then one by one we will learn about this type of a circuit. Okay, so first one that we will learn, that is a circuit switch network. Okay, so what is actually known as circuit switching? We have to understand this first. So circuit switching creates a dedicated physical connection between two devices such as phones or computers. For example, instead of a point-to-point connection between three or more computers, just concentrate on the picture ones. Okay, so between the three or more computers, okay, so what we can do to set up, we require a more number of lines. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are there. How many lines are required? Just count that one. So connect. We have an individual. If you have 3, then then 12 lines are required, something like that. So that's why when we can use 4 switches to reduce the number of total length of a link. So if you are using, instead of 12 links or more than the links, if we use switches, then what will happen? We can reduce the length of the link, total link. Okay, so a circuit switch is a device with n inputs and m outputs that creates a temporary connection between input link and the output link. The number of input does not have to match compared to the number of outputs. So an n by n folded switch can connect n lines in a full duplex mode. Okay, so for example, it can connect n telephones in such a way that each phone can be connected to every other phone. Okay, so here the switches, the circuit switching technique today can use the two kind of a technology. One is the space division switches, another one is the time division switches. Okay, these two discussion about this space division switches and time division switches we will not talk about, because it is comes under the higher education. Okay, so this part we will not cover. So let's we will learn about the phases of this circuit switch connection. One is the circuit establishment. In this phase, a dedicated circuit is established from source to destination. Okay, but in case of data transfer, once the circuit has been established, the data and the voice are transferred from one source to destination end. Okay, now coming to the third phase, that is the circuit disconnection. When the data transfer is complete, the connection is relinquished. It means that whatever connection has been set up, it has been removed. Okay, and the disconnection is initiated by any of the user. Okay, from any from source end it can be disconnected, from the destination end it can be disconnected. Okay, so these are the phases of this circuit switch connection. Now coming to the advantages part, that in this particular type of a transmission, it is a continuous transmission. Okay, and it remains throughout this conversation. This continuous line, this remains throughout this conversation. Next, number 2, the dedicated part ensure that the steady data rate communication, there is no fluctuation in the data rate. Okay, in a steady mode, it is going on steady rate. Okay, number 3 is no intermediate delays are found once the circuit has been established. It is a point-to-point circuit establishment. It means that once it is established, there is a no discontinuation in it, so there is a smooth ongoing of a transmission. Okay, now come to the disadvantages part. Circuit switching establish a dedicated connection between the end parties. So this dedicated connection cannot be used for transmission or any other data. Okay, so this is the main disadvantage. Another one is that the bandwidth requirement is very high in case of low data volume. Okay, so these are the disadvantages of the circuit switching one.